The Butcher Babies are an explosive band fronted by the sexually charged and aggressive stage presence of duo Heidi and Carla Harvey. While they're rocking stages across the country as part of the Mayhem Festival, they have very different backstories. Heidi reveals to us that when she was younger, she was stuck in a Mormon marriage.
I got married once. I was 20 years old. I was very young and very dumb. And I had a dream before I got married. And that dream was all of a sudden gone. Because of, I was in a Mormon marriage, and I wasn't, all of a sudden my love for being a performer was set aside, and all of a sudden I was going to be a family person instead. And I feel very lucky in my life to have gotten out of that and been able to express myself through the music and the performance, and actually living the dream that I knew I was born to live, rather than feeling stuck, which I know a lot of people feel stuck in their lives. And the one thing that we represent is that that's never the case. There's always tomorrow, and there's always, a new day and a new way to live your dreams.
Carla divulged that she was working at Playboy and then had a life-changing experience working in a mortuary.
It completely changed my life. I've been fascinated by death since I was a kid, and my grandfather died. I always had a lot of loss in my life, and which I equated to death in a different way. And I feel like the losses that I've had in my life have kind of fueled who I am as a person. And I left Playboy television, and I wanted to do something important because I was sick of the entertainment business. I just felt it was terrible company. And you feel like you're just a piece of crap after you work for a company like that. And I wanted to go back to helping people. So I went to mortuary school, something I'd always dreamed of doing. And I worked in that business for a while. I was an embalmer and a funeral director. And it just, working for Playboy is such a different dynamic. It's all about your hair and your makeup and how beautiful you are and this and all these things that don't matter at all, that nobody really cares about. And then I went into work at a funeral home, and I worked at hospice at night as a volunteer. And, I would sit and hold people's hands who were actively dying, and just, it totally changed who I was as a person, because I had to embalm infants. I had to embalm people who were 12 years old, 13 years old, 80 years old. You never know when it's your time to go at all. And you realize how important it is to live the life that you want to live while you're here, and to love people, because that love is the most important thing that there is, and living your dreams. And it just really made me focus on what I wanted out of life. And at the time I was doing drugs, working for Playboy, and just completely different human being. I never wanted to be that human being, and I completely changed after being so touched by people who were at the hardest point of their life. They had just lost someone, or they were dying themselves. And like I said, that changes anybody.
Butcher Babies are currently out supporting their new album Goliath on the Mayhem Festival, which wraps up August 4th in Dallas, Texas.
What is the